Hi, everyone. So I am so excited to be sharing this yoga experience with all of you and this wonderful community. I am actually zooming in from San Francisco today, so I don't know if I have any other West Coasters here. But today's focus is going to be more on breath work and meditation. So we're going to start with some breath techniques and breath awareness. And then we'll move into a little bit of gentle movement to open up through the body. And then we'll come down into a little bit more breath work and a loving kindness meditation. So I hope you all enjoy class. And we'll go ahead and get started. So everyone should have a chair at home. And we're going to start in our chair. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat on your chair. Walk your feet forward a little bit. And then you're going to scoot your sitting bones all the way to the edge of your chair so that you can feel your tailbone sort of unfurling a little bit. And that should take some tension out of your low back if you're experiencing any tightness in your hip flexors. And then I want you to place your palms face down in a grounding position on your thighs. Inhale, roll your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, just draw the shoulders down your back. Let's do that 2 more times. So as you inhale, shrugging the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhaling, letting them melt down the back, opening across your collarbones. And 1 more time, inhale, shoulders roll up. And then exhale, draw them down and back as if your collarbones were smiling open. I invite you to either close your eyelids, let them blanket over the eyes, or find a soft downward gaze if that feels more comfortable. You'll slightly retract your chin just until you feel the ears stacking over your shoulders and the back of your neck growing nice and long. Let the belly, chest, and throat be soft. And all of the features around your face soften and relax. I just want you to take these first few moments to simply become aware of your breath. Without trying to control or manipulate your breath, simply notice its presence. You may take this in as a sensory experience, perhaps feeling the coolness of the breath as you breathe in, and the warmth of your breath as you breathe out. Perhaps you're visualizing the fresh molecules of oxygen entering your bloodstream as you breathe in and out. Maybe the feeling is a little bit more tangible and you notice an area of the body where you feel your breath most predominantly. Notice that too. Or perhaps it's simply the sound of the breath that strikes your awareness. Just observing the breath with kind attention, acknowledging that it's always there for you in every moment. From here, we're going to go ahead and seal our lips and start to find our inhalation through our nostrils. And our exhalation out the nostrils. bring your hands to your belly. And I want you to start to feel the breath take up some space. So the lungs take up space and the belly expands outwards as you breathe in through the nose. And then it softens back in towards your spine as you breathe out through your nose. Inhaling, belly's expanding, maybe even the low back is opening up a little bit. And exhaling, the belly softening. You're getting this feedback in the palm of your hands. One more like that. Inhale, belly expanding like a balloon. And exhale, belly softening in towards your spine. Now move your fingertips to the outsides of your rib cage. These muscles in between the ribs are called our intercostal muscles. I want you to feel as you breathe, the ribs moving horizontally out into the pads of your fingertips. As you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, feel the ribs softening back in towards the spine. Good. Inhale, ribs expanding outwards. And exhaling out the nose, ribs softening in, still sitting nice and tall. With this round, you might breathe in, feel a little bit of pressure from the fingertips so that the intercostal muscles have to work a little harder to expand, strengthening those muscles. And exhale, softening. Another round like that. Inhale, breathing into the fingertips, maybe a little resistance to strengthen those muscles around the lungs. And exhale, softening. And then place your hands back down on your thighs. We're going to find what's called resonance breathing. So we're going to breathe in for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 4. And the way that we're going to identify this count is through 4 areas of the body. So we'll find the awareness of the breath entering the belly, then the ribs and chest. Then imagining the breath moving up into the throat. And then as if you could breathe all the way into the crown of the head, we'll draw our awareness there. And we'll bring it back down. So go ahead and wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, belly, ribs and chest. Inhaling into your throat, all the way to the crown of your head. Exhale, crown, emptying the throat, the chest, and the belly. Good. Inhale, belly. Moving up into the chest. Sipping air into the throat and all the way filling to the crown of the head. And exhaling, crown, throat, chest, and belly. Good. Inhale, belly, chest, throat, crown. Exhale, crown, throat, chest, and belly. Good. In now. Belly, chest, throat, up to the crown. Exhale, crown, throat, chest, and belly. We'll do one more. Inhale through the belly. Fill up through the chest and ribs, throat, filling all the way to the crown of your head. Exhale, crown, throat, chest, and belly. Take a deep breath in through both nostrils. And this time, take an open mouth exhale, side out. From here, you can blink open your eyes. We're just going to start with a gentle range of motion work with our neck. So be gentle with yourself if you have any issues with your neck or cervical spine. Just find the range of motion that feels comfortable or suitable for you. So rather than dropping the right ear to the right shoulder, we're going to do neck circles. We're going to start by gazing over our right shoulder. And then as you exhale, start to trace your chin down towards your right collarbone. And then let the head roll down, tracing your collarbone for that area of your neck over to the left. And then you'll lift your gaze up over the left shoulder. Maybe gently bring the gaze up. Be mindful of how far you let your head fall back. And then come back through center. And so we'll switch directions. We're moving really slow, really mindfully here. And so inhale, gaze over your left shoulder. And exhale, chin comes down to the left collarbone. Start to trace the chin down towards your chest. Over to the right. Inhaling, coming up over the right shoulder. Maybe lifting the chin towards the sky, finding some ascension there. And then draw your chin back through center. So we'll do that one more time each way. Inhale, gaze to the right. And exhale, trace the chin down. Relaxing your jaw all the while. Inhaling, coming back up to the left. Chin lifts slightly up towards the sky. And back through center. And then we'll go to the left. So inhale, gaze left. Exhale, chin comes down. Over to the right. Gazing up. Lifting the chin. And coming back through center. And this is a lovely thing that you can do in the morning as well when you're just waking up, to just wake up through the shoulder and neck after a night's rest. So moving on to the shoulders, speaking of them, you're going to bring your fingertips onto your shoulders here. We're just going to get a little bit of motion here in the shoulder joint. So as you inhale, start to sweep your elbows forward and up. Exhale, draw a circle back and down. A few more in this direction. Inhaling up again, nice and slow, sitting nice and tall. Exhale, drawing them down and back. And two more. Inhale. Feel even the ribs lifting out of the hips a little bit. And exhale, draw back. Feel the shoulder blades coming down the spine. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale down. And then we'll switch directions. So you'll inhale, sweep your elbows up and back. And as you exhale, draw them down and forward. So see if you can allow the breath to sort of guide the movement, inhaling the elbows up. And exhaling, bringing them forward, as if sort of the breath were the conductor to the way you orchestrate your body. Good. Inhale, elbows reach up. Exhale, down. And one more inhale, sweep those elbows up nice and tall. And exhale, draw them down. And bring your hands back down. We're just going to get into the ankles now. So you'll grab your chair. Some of you are going to like to have your right heel grounded on the mat here. Some of you may play around with lifting the foot off the ground. Use the back of your chair to press into your hands to lift the chest a little bit higher to take any rounding out of the low back. And just start to draw circles in one direction with your foot. And you might hear a little bit of snap, crackle, pops in the ankles. That's normal. And then switch directions. And then you'll set your right foot down and we'll take the other side. So again, some of us will be circling with our heel grounded. Some of us will lift the foot and engage our abdominals. So we'll start in one direction, really articulating through the foot, all of those metatarsals, those tiny bones in the feet and the ankle. Good, switch directions. And then set your foot down. All right, so we're gonna move into a pose called goddess pose in our chair. Again, you wanna be sitting on the edge of your seat. And then you'll walk your right foot out. You can even assist it with your hands to bring the foot out to the right. And then your left foot out to the left, as wide as feels comfortable for you. And you want to make sure that your knees are pointing in the same direction as your toes. And from here, you're going to take your right hand on your right thigh, or perhaps even bring your elbow down to your thigh. Left hand will start on your left ribs. You'll take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you'll find a side body stretch to the right. And a lot of us, because we learn this when we're babies, it's one of the first things we learn. We learn to hold our head up. So it's hard to break that habit, but you might enjoy letting your right ear just drop towards your right shoulder. But some of us might want to even sweep our left arm up overhead if that feels comfortable and accessible. And if you're really looking for a deeper stretch today, you might even play with grabbing your shin or ankle of your right foot with your hand. Good. Inhale, breathe into those left ribs, those intercostal muscles. And exhale, ground through your left sitting bone. Another round. Inhale here. Exhale, softening, maybe unclenching the teeth if they're clenched. And then let that next inhale carry you back up. You might even use your elbow or hand to help prop yourself back up. Maybe even your hand to prop your head back up. We'll take the other side. So bring your left hand to your left thigh, or maybe even bring your forearm down to the thigh. Right hand will start on your right ribs. Take a deep breath in. Breathe into those side ribs. And exhale, stretch over to the left. Again, let your head release fully so the ear can melt towards your shoulder. And if you'd like to play with sweeping your right arm up and over, extending into your fingertips, you can. Finally, if you're going for a little bit more today, you might grab your shin or ankle with your left hand. Take a deep breath into these right ribs. And exhale, anchoring down through your right sitting bone. And one more expansive inhale. And exhale. And gently come back up. You can help your hands can help you up, or maybe prop your head up with your hand. We're going to stay in this goddess pose shape and find a cat-cow. So it's a little bit different than our traditional cat-cow. Our hips are more open, and you'll feel how that informs the pelvis in maybe a slightly different way than you're used to. So you'll bring your hands onto your thighs. And as you inhale, think about finding some levity and ascension up through the chest, maybe even lifting the gaze. And as you exhale, gently draw your chin into your chest, rounding, feeling the tailbone curling under. Good. We'll do two more like that. Inhale, roll the chest open. And exhale, round and curl. Feel that gentle stretch to the upper back. Good. Inhale, rolling the chest open. And exhaling, rounding and curling. Good. Then inhale, sit nice and tall. We'll bring our feet back to center. You can even grab under your leg to bring one foot forward, then the other. We'll just do a couple more poses here before we come into our meditation. So I want everyone to turn to the right of their chair. You'll again sit towards the edge of your chair. Now we're going to do a seated twist. Some of you may like to play with taking this a little bit further, sort of a modified Matsyendrasana, which is a twist where you have one knee drawn in, crossed over the leg. So what we'll do if you're taking that version is you'll just bring your right leg, again, you can use your hands to bring it over the left. Otherwise, just keep both feet firmly rooted into the mat. From here, you'll inhale, sweep your arms up, lengthen through your waist. And then as you exhale, you'll reach back for the back of your chair. Some of you may want to keep your gaze in line with your chest. Others of you may find it nice to gently draw your chin towards your right shoulder, getting into the cervical spine, which is your neck. So as you inhale, grow space through your spinal column. And exhale, twist a little bit more. Good. Inhale, come back through center. And then exhale, if you have your legs crossed, uncross them. Good. So we'll move to the other side of our chair. You can grab your chair to help you walk your feet around. Again, you want to sit closer to the edge of your chair. And so some of us will have our feet rooting down just directly below the knees. Others of us might decide to bring your left leg up and over the right. Again, you can use your hands. You'll inhale, sit nice and tall, sweep your arms up. And exhale, find your twist. Good. Inhale, lengthen up through your vertebrae, which is your spine. And exhale, maybe it feels comfortable to bring your chin over towards your left shoulder. And if it doesn't, just keep your chin in line with your sternum. And one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, gently come back through center. And set your left foot down. And so we have one more pose that we're going to do together, but I want to offer some of you to do this in the chair, and some of you can do this on the floor. So I'll show you what it looks like in the chair first. In yoga, this pose is called Jana Srisana. It's a mouthful of a word, but you can just remember what the shape looks like. You don't have to remember the Sanskrit. So you're going to take your left foot and turn it out, just like we did in Goddess. And then you're going to take your right leg and extend it out long in front of you, again, sitting at the edge of your chair. And a slight micro bend in your knee is fine, and even good if you tend to hyperextend your knees. So for our chair people, you'll sit nice and tall as you breathe, and this might already be enough of a hamstring stretch. If you'd like to go a little bit further, you can walk your hands down the thigh gently. Some of you might be feeling really like stretching today and go a little bit further. Some may even round over their leg. But know that you have your hands on your thigh to walk yourself up any amount at any time. And to just find some patience and kind attention to wherever you are. So those in the chair can stay there. Those who'd like to take this a little bit deeper can come off of your chair. You can use your chair to help you down to the ground. You're going to extend your right leg through the chair and then just let your left knee open out to the side. So how high the foot is on your inner thigh or calf is just going to depend on what feels best in your body. You can move the foot up and down the leg accordingly. And then you'll have your chair here. You'll have your hands on it. You'll sit nice and tall. And as you exhale, you might walk your hands to the back of the chair and rest your forehead on the chair. So wherever you are, whether you're seated or on the floor, think about breathing into the back side of your body so that you feel your ribs, your kidneys, your low back opening up. And as you exhale, letting everything soften. But inhaling through your nose. And exhaling out your nose. This is a great one to do before bed. It's super down regulating for your nervous system. One more round of breath here. Big exhale. And so to switch sides, my chair people, you'll use the chair to walk your hands back up. And you'll extend your left leg long and then bend your right knee open. And again, your foot can be on your calf, it can be up higher on your inner thigh. And you'll walk your hands forward and then rest your head on your chair. My seated people will go ahead and just walk the right leg back in, left foot back in. Then you'll turn your right leg out, sort of that half goddess shape. Extend your left leg long, again, maybe a little micro bend in the knee. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just fold forward. Again, your hands can be on your thigh to regulate how deep this stretch feels in that belly of the hamstring muscle. Some of you may feel comfortable bringing your hands a little lower, letting your chin come down towards your chest. Deep breaths into the back side of your body. Exhaling, softening. Let these breaths be really nourishing. Inhale, filling up. Energizing. Exhale, softening. And one more round of breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And gently walk your hands back up if you're in the chair. And draw your knee back in. And your other leg. And if you're on the floor, you might decide that you want to stay on the floor. I want to give two options for meditation. So if you're in a chair, you can stay in the chair, but you might want to lean your chair up against a wall just to make sure you have a sturdy surface. Or you can sit on a floor up against a wall or in your favorite couch, wherever you feel the most relaxed, so that you can just lean back and feel supported. If you're on the floor or would like to move to the floor, you can set your chair aside, maybe using it to come down to the floor for support. And you'll come onto your back. Extend your legs out long and let your palms face up by your sides. Now, if you're at home, there's nothing wrong with lying down in your bed. Just be mindful if you tend to fall asleep easily. It might feel less hard to fall asleep if you're on a yoga mat. So you know best, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. So we're going to come into a loving kindness meditation, but first we're going to start with, again, a little bit of breath awareness. So I invite you to close your eyes or find a soft gaze. And just allow your eyeballs to rest in their cradle. Start to relax into your body. Letting a sense of ease and relaxation blanket over you. Notice any areas of tension or holding. And through this awareness, just gift yourself the ability to consciously release or let go. Know that the support of your chair, floor, or furniture is there for you. You can fully release into this support. Now come back to your awareness of your breath, your natural, rhythmic, spontaneous breath. Remembering that it's always there, even when we're unaware of it. Imagine the ocean of air that surrounds you and is always available to you. This thing that we all share, that we all have in common and connects us all. No matter where you're zooming in from, we all are breathing this ocean of air. I want you to visualize as if every pore of your body could breathe in this air. Visualize breathing in and feeling the body expand and take up space. And as you exhale, feel the body relaxing, nurtured by the breath. Inhale, the entire body is breathing in. As you exhale, the entire body is breathing out. Continue visualizing The body breathing in and the body breathing out. Now, as you continue to breathe in this expansive yet nurturing way, I want you to call forth to mind a quality, perhaps imagining love or gratitude, compassion, happiness, safety, or peace, or something else that might be calling to you today. I want you to imagine this on all levels: physical, emotional, mental. When you think of this quality, this nurturing quality, when you imagine it, what are the feelings that are associated with this image for you? Notice the thoughts that come up that are associated with this quality. And see if you can feel it in every cell of your body, noticing what it feels like. And imagine if the breath were made of this same thing. Can you feel it as you breathe into every pore of your body? Can you feel that quality radiating out from you as you breathe out? Maybe it helps to mentally repeat it to yourself until you feel it with your body and mind. Perhaps your quality is love, and you say to yourself, may I feel love. Or I feel compassion or safety. Feel it all in and around you. And feel this channel of breath and energy coming in and out of you, carrying this in its essence. How does it feel when it is now part of you? And because that this ocean of air is something that we all share, how does it feel to radiate that back out into the world, to share with others? Holding on to this feeling, I want you to bring to mind a family member, a friend, or a pet who you truly love without limits. Thinking of this person or animal, allow this generous feeling of unconditional love in every nook and cranny of your heart and mind. Imagine this being's face, and with a smile, invite them into your willing heart and mind, and say to them the words of loving kindness. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Now I want you to imagine in your mind perhaps someone you know who might be going through a particularly tough time. Could be a friend, a family member, a coworker. And I want you to imagine this person sitting in front of you. And then to invite them into your heart and mind by saying the words of loving kindness. May you be safe. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease and happiness. Now call to mind the people you see every day. Perhaps your neighbor, the grocery clerk, a bank teller, coworker. Those people you pass by on the street that you may or may not know. See their faces and with a smile, invite these everyday people into your heart and mind as well. Invite them in without any doubt and know that there's ample room for compassion for everyone that you come across. Say to them too the words of loving kindness. May you be safe. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease and happiness. Now, open your mind a little bit more and imagine perhaps someone who maybe you have a more difficult relationship with. As you bring them to mind, notice any emotions or sensations that might be brought to the surface. And open the doors to your generous heart and mind, and with a smile, invite them in without hesitation. Recognize that you both are seeking acceptance and love. And say to them the words of loving kindness. May you be safe. May you be healthy. And may you live with ease and happiness. Now look back at yourself and your loving heart and mind. Open this channel back to yourself to receive loving kindness from all around you. All the loving kindness that you put out into the world now is surrounding you. Imagine and feel this energy of loving kindness within and all around you. And visualize yourself in space and in your mind, and say to yourself, may I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy. And may I live with ease. Take a deep breath in, taking in all of this loving kindness. And an open mouth exhale. Being very gentle with yourself. can start to invite some consciousness back into the body, finding little movements in your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. Maybe gently roll your head side to side if you're laying down or seated. If you're laying down, you might sweep your arms up just like you're taking your first good morning stretch of the day. And then as you exhale, you'll hug your knees into your chest, like so, and roll over to your right side into a fetal position, cradling your head with your bicep. In your own time, you can make your way up to a comfortable seat. Letting go of what a yogi in meditation should look like and just finding what a comfortable seat looks like for you. And those of you seated already, just remaining in your comfortable seat. Bring your hands together at heart center. We'll close class together with a breath. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, exhale all the air out of your lungs. Take a deep breath in all the way to the crown of your head. Open mouth, exhale. Thumbs can come up to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Thank you all so much for sharing your presence, your time, your energy with me, each other, and yourself today. And thank you to Woman Heart for organizing these classes for all of us. Namaste. Take your time.